All of you, good morning. Am I audible online? Online students, can you confirm if I'm audible to all of you? इसको आपने now you can tell me. लोग क्या हुआ? हाँ? क्या हुआ? Can you now write your message? Oh, Satyam Tangi. Hi. Good morning, Kriti, Kaushik, Pooja Pal. Good morning. Yes, the chat was switched off. Debarga, Bithi Sarkar. Okay, fine. All of you. You're nice. I do not know where you are studying from. Hi, Vishal. Swagat. In Delhi and Delhi NCR, it has been raining pretty heavily since yesterday and this morning also. And somehow I have seen this as almost like a pattern. When I'm starting classes, be it GS or optional, वो एक आध दिन पहले बारिश हो ही जाती है. So I take the credit on myself. The rain happens because I am there. Okay, having said that, it's also auspicious. I think rains, it's God's gift to life and planet. So one of you messaged me, I don't know who it was this morning, sir, will we have a class today? This is a typical school inertia. बारिश हो गई, rainy day हो जाएगा, घर में सो जाएंगे. Okay, so classes will happen unless it's really bad and we can't travel or commute. और दो तीन बौछारों में थोड़ी पढ़ाई बंद हो जाएगी. But thank you all of you for coming in offline and online. Okay, so we'll start off. So today, 1st of Feb, we are going to have a brief discussion which can orient you towards your GS. आप आगे क्यों नहीं आ जाते? Come ahead. I'll orient you towards GS. And I'm presuming all of you are preparing for 25, right? Or 26 also? 25? Okay. Online students, all of you, 25 is your attempt, right? Can I assume that? I'm sure some of you are there for 26 also. Okay, Bithi, you're preparing for 26. That's fine. Satyam, 25. Kriti, 25. Okay. Fine, 25. Okay, so the process will remain the same. It's just that for 26, Bithi, one component can be done a bit later on. And we had one session for geography optional students, the new joinees yesterday. And I'll repeat the same thing to all of you, okay? I do not know what your background is and what you have studied, but the examination preparation requires a proper process. The preparation requires a very organized approach, and there must be some kind of time targets. Okay, and of course, hard work goes on. Your diligence in your preparation goes on. Yeah, Prashant, okay, fine. आप 26 के लिए हैं, doesn't matter. So I want to first, because starting off with me in GS, I want to first wish all of you that it's a nice choice you have made as UPSC preparation. It's a very different type of a life, different type of a career goal. And whatever has happened till now in your academics, आप अच्छे student रहे हो, not so good student रहे हो, doesn't matter. It's like, your life is giving you another chance to maybe repeat the good performance if you had in your school and college, And for those who did not have a very good beginning, for whatever reasons, this is a very nice way of starting off a new approach in your life altogether. So be optimistic. You all are supposed to be organized, focused here. So let's get on with this one. So welcome to your 25-26 attempt. Okay, this is a nice beginning, and I said first day barish ho raha hai, so I take it as auspicious. It is a very, very good sign. So let's be optimistic there. And one important thing I try to prevail all of you is कि आपका जो first attempt होगा, the first attempt 2025, okay, make sure that it is a very serious attempt. It is a very serious attempt, and your objective has to be to qualify and get a rank. Okay, इसमें आपको self doubt नहीं होना चाहिए. So please, in your notebook, okay, write this down. Okay, that my first attempt 2025, and I will work, okay, to secure rank. Okay, और आपका जो मर्जी आए rank लिखें. Okay, so let this be the mindset with which you start off. Let this be okay the approach that you start off. Hi Prabjot. Okay, fine. Welcome to the session. So आप इस motive से आप शुरू करेंगे. You all start with this motive and write this down as frequently as you can. Write it down and paste it on your table, on your wall. Write it in your textbooks, in your notebooks, जहाँ भी हो सके कि आपका पहला attempt 25 में होगा और वो attempt will be a serious attempt and you will qualify the examination, ना कि simply prelims निकालना है. Let that not be the objective. And I assure you, okay, 1.5 years, if you start from now up till next May, it's a very good time to ensure that you are going after an organized process. Students who join us from May, June, July, उसमें दिक्कत हो जाती है. The examination requires some amount of time. ठीक है? So this, let's be sure about it. One. Number two, as a part of your timelines, okay, there are certain milestones you must be prepared for. Prashant and Vithi, both of you, if you're targeting 26, आप भी इसको ऐसे ही लिखेंगे that I will give my first attempt 26 and I will qualify. ठीक है? आपका time limit जो है और time management will be a bit different than the others, but you also will have some timelines. Timelines क्या है? First, let us look at the requirement. The requirement includes that you have to give approximately 11 to 12 months for your foundation course. Okay? Foundation course is where your base is made. This is a very important first step. इसमें आपका base, in this your syllabus, okay, the important coverage as a part of foundational training is set. Okay, इसमें आपको 10 से 11-12 महीना लगता ही लगता है. Don't shorten this. So if you start from Feb now, okay, it will go on up to Feb 2025. Let us be very, very clear here. 25 years. 24 hai ye. Okay. This is your foundation course. Okay. This is one requirement that you have. The second requirement is, okay, your skills of answers writing and dealing with the tricky questions, dealing with analytical questions, okay, dealing with opinion-based questions. Opinion-based questions. ये दो अलग चीज हैं. In the first, I said, in the foundation class, you develop a base for yourself. You develop a kind of understanding of the subjects. Okay. And then comes the second phase in which you have to do answer writing. The question I'm asked is, sir, why can't we do answer writing when I'm doing this? Yes, yahan bhi hoga answer writing. Okay, but the answer writing here is very different. The answer writing, okay, yahan par is beyond syllabus. It requires a different type of a skill. Say, for example, I ask a question to you. Tell me from where have you come? So my home is Kolkata. Okay. Tell me what is the name of your school? My name of the school is XYZ. Tell me what is your parents' names? You can say something there. एक second type of questions होता है. Tell us, do you think your personality has been shaped in a particular way because you come from Kolkata? Okay. Tell us, what is it about your family, your parents, which has influenced you and has been responsible for some of your strengths and weaknesses? This is not the same question as tell me your father's name. It's not same as tell me your school's name. So the pehla question tha, tell me from where have you come, tell me your father's name, tell me the school's name, is a straight question which you can learn by heart, memorize and reproduce. But when I ask you, tell me, is the place Kolkata from where you have come, has that shaped your personality? Has it impacted your thinking? In what ways? And how do you think your thinking is different from other people who don't come from Kolkata? फिर ये अलग type of question हो गया, which is analytical and opinion based. So in your preparation, you have to go through these stages. So some of you know this, मैंने पहले बताया भी है आप लोगों को, some of you in your workshops. So the questions that we have, okay, we classify them into L1, L2, L3 questions. L1 questions are the straight questions. L1 questions can be reproduced by memorization. Okay. L1 questions textbook से आते हैं, notes से directly they will ask you. Whereas L3 questions, these are the higher order thinking skills. Okay, how we call these as HOTS. Okay, they are higher order thinking skills. So the foundation courses that you have deals with L1 questions. Okay, foundation जो course है आपका 12 months का, it deals with the L1 questions. For L2, L3 questions, you must do a different type of a study. And L2 is like a transition. It is between L1, L2, not as simple as L1 and not as tricky as L3. So your preparation has to include the foundation-based development, which will take us about 12 months' time. And second is the answer writing. ये भी आपका requirement है. This is requirement number 1. This is requirement number 2. So this type of study, जहाँ पर answer writing है opinion based में, you need to have command on 3 things. Number 1, you must have a good command on current affairs. Lot of questions are asked related to current affairs. Your foundation question का जो coverage है, that has to be very, very strong. Okay. Plus, you need to have interlinking skills. Interlinking skills. It's like, tell us how, okay, Kolkata has impacted your personality. And how do you think the influence of Kolkata is different from the influence of any other city. तो उसमें क्या होगा? You must write about the history of Kolkata. You must write about the colonial history and the influence of Kolkata. You must talk about the literature of Kolkata, how it impacted you. You must talk about the society you live in. So now you need to interlink history, society, your upbringing, your education. You must interlink Kolkata as a city and its gentry, its population, its problems. Ye sara mila ke it has impacted you as a person. So the interlinking skills hai, where you must bring different type of knowledge together. I'll read some questions to you after some time. You'll realize the questions are answerable only if you know at least 3-4 dimensions. आपका economy control में है, आपका history control में है, society you understand very well, geography you understand very well, governance, polity you know very well. उसके बाद आप link करते हो ये सब चीज. So this type of study is not possible till the foundation is done. If I teach only geography and I teach geography advanced, आप पकड़ नहीं पाओगे. If I teach only history and I train for history advanced, you'll have some issue or the other. So until you have covered at least 3-4 base areas, geography, history, a bit of polity, a bit of environment, then the interlinking stuff. And of course, the current affairs बहुत important है. Invariably, I have been talking to some of the teachers who are exposed to the process of question setting. Okay, and this is what they told us. The instructions from the UPSC, the instructions from the Public Service Commissions is to set questions that requires lot of thinking and not directly answerable from the books. So somebody asked, so ये सब तो बहुत difficult हो जाएगा. The retort was, the objective is not to make the exam difficult. The objective is to pick up people who are capable of that type of higher order thinking. हमें academics आपका check नहीं करना है. I said this to some of you in the last session we met in the workshop. The objective of UPSC examination is not to test your academic understanding of things. अगर academic होता बड़ा आसान था. I could have gone to any college and taken the toppers, topper in geography, topper in economy. हम academics check नहीं कर रहे हैं. We are checking your analytical skills. We are checking your approach to solve problems, your approach to understand issues. So that's why you require a lot of current affairs and interlinking skills. ये आपका requirement है. So if I go back to your timelines, so this I said is 12 months, and our understanding is that this answer writing, this is very, very mains oriented. Okay. This requires approximately 5 to 6 months. 5 to 6 months, which is maybe 2 to 3 classes per week. ये जो foundation class है आपका, okay, the foundation class is approximately, okay, will take 5 to 6 days a week. I'll tell you how I have planned. This time I'm changing a few things in the teaching. Now, your examination, okay. So if you look at the examination, you are in the month of Feb. This is the month of Feb 2025. This is 2024. आपका prelims examination, okay, is 2025 May. So I said, yeah, इस Feb तक, the foundation course will take 12 months. And then I said, ये जो answer writing का approach है, this will take additional 5 or 6 months. Now this thing you cannot do after Feb. If you are preparing for May, you require about 4 to 5 months exclusive prelims preparation. यहाँ पर focus होगा to train you for multiple choice questions. not same as answer writing. Okay, so this is different from your answer writing. So foundation completion hai, answer writing hai, and a third important requirement is that you need to practice, okay, you need to master prelims questions solving, जिसमें कि आपका CSAT भी आ जाता है, plus of course your GS paper that you have. Prelims question solving, जो MCQ solving है, it is not same as answer writing. Okay, और ये भी जब कर सकते हो when the above two is in control. Your foundation must be in absolute control. Your analytical skills are in control. Now you enter into your prelims solving strategy. Okay. See, I have repeated this for some of you, maybe second, third time सुन रहे हैं आप. For some others, आप पहली बार सुन रहे हो. Unfortunately, despite telling so many times, students still don't understand that there is a process how you can, okay, develop your study. There's a method, timeline है, कैसे करना चाहिए. So let this be very clear. आपका timeline is typically this one. So you have 4-5 months of prelims preparation, foundation. So your answer writing hai, the answer writing will come somewhere here. Will come somewhere here. Okay, this is your mains. This is your mains answers writing. Mains answer writing, which I said about 5 to 6 months and 2 to 3 days a week. We'll give you a timetable eventually. So हम इसको शुरू करना चाहेंगे starting from July, August से शुरू करेंगे. We'll start from July, August. This is your, okay, timelines for 25. Those who are preparing for 26, Prashant and Bithi, आप क्या करोगे कि ये जो दो पार्ट है आप इसको 26 में ले 25 में ले जाओगे. Okay, so this part without having double sessions, you will do this in the July, August of 25. This is July, August of 2024. Okay, so this part will shift for 25. Ye difference hoga. Which means once I come to July, August, you will have 2 classes running parallelly. Okay, one is the foundation course, जो आपका 8:30 से 11:30 चल रहा होगा, and this will go on evenings में 4 to 6 in the afternoons. अगर 25 attempt करना है, this is a must. So my suggestion, and of course, we offer 2 courses to you. One is the Foundation GS course, and we also offer the Integrated GS course. Okay, so this and this, they become part of the integrated one. आपको अलग से admission लेना होगा, but if you have joined together, we have a method for this. The problem is in the ecosystem of preparation, this approach is a very new approach. Most of them are very happy offering only foundation sessions. Thank you. Only foundation sessions. इसके बारे में कोई बताता नहीं है, and for most of you discover करोगे after one attempt. Kirti, even if preparing on your own, this is the process. You prepare with us, आपका timeline fix होगा, the time commitments are there, and I will deliver. The process is same. Finish foundation first, then you enter the proper process of mains answer writing, master this, then you enter this one. So the process will not change. The difference will be what time you allocate. So for me, this is 8 o'clock. You might say I'll do at 10 o'clock. That's okay. Now, one request to all of you who are doing your GS with me, and I'm presuming some of you are geography students also, keep your second half free. Second half में आप कोई classes ना, so those of you are not in geography optional, आप कोई optional कर रहे हो, it'll be nice if your optional is in the first half. अगर नहीं है तो fine, we'll survive and we'll manage, but it'll make your work easy if you can divide your day into two parts. Okay, the first part, okay, see this as the class, and the second part is your self preparation plus advanced preparation. Okay, and this class are the foundation classes. Okay, if you have foundation सुबह और शाम, फिर आप ये काम कर नहीं पाओगे आप. You'll have lot of problem. And those who have other than geography optional, try to finish your optional not later by June, July, so that you can come back and be part of this process. The geography के साथ है, starting with me, I'll definitely finish it by June, July, the foundation. But those who are not with us, any other optional, you try to finish optional before June, July. Because after July, I want you to shift towards the mains answer writing and shift towards the process of prelims preparation. This is the approach in orienting you towards the preparation. Yes, Prabjot. Okay. So if I divide the course, so it's like this. So at Edukemy, we have the foundation course, okay, and the second is the integrated course. Integrated में क्या क्या आता है? Integrated में foundation course is there, okay, of the GS. It includes mains answer writing of the advanced type. It includes prelims preparation. It also includes your mains revision before the mains. These three components is what we call as the advanced course. So आप prelims के बाद भी आप हमें छोड़ोगे नहीं. You'll be with us. After prelims, we'll help you revise the entire mains. तो हमारा ये program कहलाता है mains support program. We call this program as a prelims support program. And this, of course, is the mains answer writing. Okay, so you will stay with me. Okay, those who have foundation, तो आपने सिर्फ foundation का लिस्ट 12 months. But you will stay with us right up to 2025 mains examination. Okay, I will do the answer writing mains, we'll do the prelims preparation through PSP, and we will do the mains preparation, revision preparation. Because आपको तो मैंने यहाँ पर mains करा दिया था. Now these two we will revise in the mains support program. That's the approach we have in the preparation. Yes, Prabjot, आपका जो भी course है, it is both for online and offline. Test series is part of this and this. This prelims में हम पढ़ाएंगे भी और टेस्ट भी कराएंगे आपको. यहाँ पर भी पढ़ाएंगे भी और टेस्ट भी करवाएंगे यहाँ पर. This is classes. This is classes plus tests. This also is classes plus tests. This also has classes plus tests. We don't have, okay, as of now, we don't have a test series alone. We always offer the test series along with the classes. Naveen. ठीक है? So that's the approach. And आप हमें, okay, यहाँ पर हमारे साथ ना भी करो, आप कहीं भी करो, but know that this is what you have to do. So I think this diagram is the most important diagram for you. And after mains, after prelims, say from June onwards up to September, okay, up to September, we have the mains support program to help you revise. So these are the components of your integrated GS course. लिख लो आप लोग, all of you, if you can write down. Okay, it'll be nice. Debarga, those who already have done GS, तो मैंने बताया आपको that from Feb up to July, you revise with us. Okay, so we can have a revision session, then you come and join this and you be part of this. The same thing, those who have done the geography part, optional with us, khatam ho raha hai. Now revise with us and then start off your mains preparation. So for GS, हमने live करा दिया है revision, but this session is for those who are starting GS right now. ठीक है? I hope you got the approach here, all of you here. ये आपका timelines, and I'll suggest go back to your room and prepare a proper chart on this. एक proper chart बनाकर, okay, put it as a timeline by what we will complete what. Okay, fine. Let's move on now. Any questions on this? Offline, any questions? I do not all know your names offline. I'll ask you one by one afterwards maybe. Any questions, online students, you want to clarify? The timelines. Okay, let's move on in that case. Now, what will your daily routine look like? What will your daily routine look like? I think, just give me a second. I will get that page. I left it in the room. Just give me 1 second. I'll get the sheet from my room. I forgot to get it. Just a minute. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to get a sheet here. Yeah, we start off. Your daily routine. Now, there are 4 activities which are almost compulsory. Okay? Which is number 1, your regular class. The second activity is revision and consolidation of the regular class. The third activity is additional reading of the basic reference books. And the fourth is current affairs. ये 4 चीज आपको on a regular basis ये आपको करना ही करना है daily. So in this slot I am not including answer writing. In this I am not including your MCQ preparation. In this I am not including readings beyond syllabus. What do I mean by reading beyond syllabus? देखो, one thing I want to assert to all of you, your qualifying does not entail कि आपने कोर्स खत्म किया है कि नहीं. Okay? So if you look at civil services qualify करने का what are the criteria? What are the criteria to qualify civil services? The only and the most important criteria is, are you a person who is capable of administration? Are you a person who is capable of problem solving? Are you a person who is capable of analytically understanding developmental issues? यही आपका एक ही रिक्वायरमेंट है कि आप जो बनोगे ब्यूरोक्रेट, IAS, IPS, IFS, revenue, whatever, you essentially are an administrator. An administrator who must take decisions, who must solve the problems, who must understand issues very deep. It is required that this person is committed to the country's development. Simple सी बात यही है. Now, to achieve this, you need 2 things. You need knowledge. You need lot of information. You need to know the facts. You need to know history, geography, economy as subjects. ये आपका knowledge और information वाला base बन रहा है. A second very important aspect is your personality in terms of your soft skills. It's about the wisdom that you have. Your GS course should take care of both the things. आपने ये अच्छा कर लिया, यहां फंस जाओगे आप. You have heard many stories about students, no, who don't get good marks in the interview, who don't get good marks in the essays either. Because essays and interview both are testing your personality. So आपने geography कर लिया, history you have done, economy you have done, you know all the dimensions and the facts, but आपने ये develop नहीं किया, you'll always be a challenge. And this development happens slowly, gradually over time. It happens through additional readings. Additional readings. It happens through thinking and introspection. It happens through, okay, discussing with experts. Dhire dhire, this aspect of personality becomes sharp. By additional reading, it happens through thinking and introspection. एक issue है, एक event है, आप उसमें सोचेंगे. And discussing with some experts. Now, it's impossible that we can do this in the regular GS course. इसके लिए आपको अलग टाइप का काम करना पड़ेगा, which I said, as of now, I'm not adding in your daily work. अभी तो मेरा objective है, let's finish this properly. But a time will come when I will start shifting you towards this. Okay? And I want to do this slowly, gradually, as a part of your newspaper reading se shuru karke. I'll call some people who can talk to you. Okay, we'll talk about some type of exercises also where you can think and introspect. ये भी बहुत important part है. You know, we also run the interview guidance program. Okay, we have about 50-60 students with us right now, and many of them have given 3-4 attempts. बहुत मेहनत करके prelims किया है, mains लिखा है, interview call आया है. Okay, some of them have taken 6 attempts to come to the interview stage. And when we assess them, we find they're good, nice, bright children, but some of the faculties that should have वो develop ही नहीं कर पाए. And in a short span of 15-20 days, honestly, I cannot do much here. आप एक महीने पहले आओगे, हम बहुत कुछ करा नहीं पाएंगे. So my intention is that some process में हम डालें आपको, where even this ultimately is taken care of. I'll tell you how I'll do that. So the regular class, you are part of the class from 8:30 to 11:30. आप हमारे साथ क्लास में रहो. Okay. Then you take a short break. Either you go for the optional class, agar hai, or you do something else. Then in the second half, I will want कि 3 o'clock onwards, आप हमारे साथ दोबारा बैठें. If possible, okay, आप अपने आप करो, या फिर do it with us, where you can consolidate, which we call as a synopsis writing. Do this with us. Okay, then we will give you targets on NCERT readings. We'll give you targets on some basic books readings. And ये भी आप अपने आप ही करोगे, but I will guide the process to you. I'll give you timelines. Some of you in the geography class are already doing this with us. And the current affairs. Current affairs, some work you will do daily and some work you will do weekly. So this is more or less the plan for your day. जो इसका geography मेरे साथ है. So after the class, enter geography class. इसका optional मेरे साथ नहीं है. Either you do it after regular class or second half, whatever. Then you must find time to do this also. So this is an important part of your daily routine. So how I advise your timing is this. So I break your day into 3-4 slots. Okay. So 8:30 to 11:30 is one slot. 12 o'clock to 2:30 is another slot. Then you have 3 o'clock to 4:30 is another slot. Then you have 5 o'clock, okay, to maybe 7 o'clock is another slot. तो ऐसे आपका 2.5 3 hours के slots हैं. With GS, you are booked here with me. ये तो आपका slot fill up हो गया. Okay, this part is done. Yes, Naveen, I'm explaining your day management first. This slot is booked. Those who are with me in geography, आपका ये वाला भी book हो गया. And that's the objective. कि do the first half classes. Those who do not have geography, some other optional, either you are doing the optional here or you're doing the optional here. ये तो slot है और क्या है? Some of you will do the optional here or some of you do the optional here. इसके beyond slots होते नहीं. So you decide, okay, this is slot 1, this is slot 2, this is slot 3, this is slot 4. So slot 1 is booked. You are done. Slot 2, अगर geography है, it's booked with me. Or you will interchange slot 2 with 3 or 4. Okay? अच्छा होगा कि एक half में खत्म हो जाए. That will be brilliant. Which means if your slot 2 is here, then this one will come here. If this slot is here, then this one will come here. That's how you will interchange. And this is one slot, geography, the way we have done it. The third slot hai, the third slot you have, this is your summary writing. This is the revision and consolidation slot. Okay, so I have given you 1.5 hours here. 3 to 4, 3 to 5 हो जाएगा और क्या होगा? Okay, you'll have 1.5 hours here. Now, in this consolidation, you must consolidate the GS and also consolidate geography on a daily basis. जो भी मैंने पढ़ाया यहाँ पर, okay, you will have to, okay, summarize it. Whatever आपने optional में पढ़ा है, वो भी करोगे summarization. Essentially, in a day, you've got 3 slots to do just the classwork consolidation. Okay, जो भी पढ़ाया GS में, it should not take you more than 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Okay, maximum maybe 1 hour. Whatever you study in optional, वो भी, okay, try doing within 1 hour. So 3 to 4:30 or 3 to 5, that's your call. You are slotted for synopsis work, GS and optional. Fine, all of you? Okay, so your choice now, या तो आपका summarization यहाँ हो रहा है या फिर यहाँ हो रहा है. You can interchange this. But do not keep this work for this slot. This slot is actually your self-study slot, which is books reading, which is newspaper reading maybe. Okay, and understand, your day doesn't end here. Your day goes on. Okay, right time to end your day is maybe 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock is your day ending. You need to have, okay, 6-7 hours of sleep. आपको अगर 8:30 बजे class आना है, or to come to class here, so you have to wake up around 7 o'clock. And that's a good amount of time, okay, to take rest, recharge yourself, and come to class. So after 3 slots are done, ये वाला slot जो है, I will suggest do current affairs. do current affairs. Why? Because देखो 5 to 7 is a time when most of us don't study. ना बाहर चले जाएंगे, friends आ गए, coffee पी लिया. So in this time, and this already is tiring, ये थकान हो जाती है. ये time में it's nice to do something lighter, not intense. Okay, lighter is take up the newspaper, identify 1 or 2 articles, do some reading, some jottings, and we will guide you on that also eventually. So once you have done this, okay, then you start off your book readings जो भी है. If you give yourself 2, 3, 4 hours, आप आराम से धीरे धीरे NCERTs खत्म कर सकते हो आप लोग. Okay, so from 7 or maybe 8 to 10, okay, give yourself some book reading, NCERT types of work. So yes, after your class gets over, I am looking at you must give another 5 to 6 hours. इससे ज़्यादा आप time नहीं दे सकते. So this totality of work is 5 to 6 hours on a daily basis. So now you decide कि आपके slottings कैसे होंगे. How will your slottings be? A high Sejal. A Sejal, everything remains same for you. The only difference is that the answer writing and prelims wala, this will shift for next year. Nothing else. Those who are giving for 26, आपका सब कुछ same रहेगा. What will change is that you will not be doing this work this year. You'll do this in next year. Otherwise, your daily routine continues to be this. That's why those of you who are okay preparing for 25, ये awareness बहुत important है. And those of you who are doing graduation, अगर आप final year में हो, 25 is not the right time for your attempt. आपको 26 देना चाहिए. Some of you third year guys are thinking कि खत्म करके दे देंगे. नहीं होगा आपका. You'll only stress yourself out too much. Let me alert one thing to all of you here. देखो, in this examination, the stress levels are very high. Okay. और ये stress का बहुत reason है. एक तो आपका ambition ही इतना बड़ा है. The bigger the ambition, the stresses will always be there. Because expectations हो जाते हैं. Like your parents are expecting that you will do very well. Your friends have some expectations. So उससे बन जाता है pressure. एक तो class के targets हैं. Okay, इससे बन जाता है pressure. Current affairs is also a pressure thing. But you know what? Bulk of the pressure also comes from unrealistic planning. इससे भी आ जाता है pressure. It's like, you know, some work will take, okay, maybe 10 days of time. But you, without knowing कि कितना time लगना चाहिए, आप लगा दिया target 3 days. आपका 3 दिन में खत्म होगा नहीं, and आपको हो जाएगा stress. So it's very important to know how much time something will take. अगर when you go for agriculture, you plant a crop. उसका एक time है ना harvesting का. It will take you 3, 4, 5 months. आपने गलत लगा दिया कि नहीं मेरा 1 महीने में हो जाएगा. आपने accordingly loan भी ले लिया. Okay. And then it doesn't happen. You are stressed out. So my suggestion here is you already have lot of stress here. Don't add stress by wrong planning. Don't add stress, okay, with unrealistic expectations. So if your expectation है कि sir I'll study 15 hours a day, वो नहीं होने वाला. You only end up, okay, scaring yourself more and impacting yourself more adversely. So what I will suggest is that in your slotting, this part is the part of your class. ये आपके कंट्रोल में है नहीं. ये आपके कंट्रोल में है. 2 to 2 hours approximately 5-6 hours is in your control. You try to manage this, and we will be there supporting you in the process. Acha hota hai. That's why I'm saying it's a problem with this kind of self. So typically what I've done is I've divided your day into the class preparation followed by your self study. But this self study requires lot of discipline. It requires lot of continuous consistency work. कि आपको ये बार बार करते रहना पड़ेगा. Okay, now see what happens. Think of today itself. आज बारिश हुई है ना. अगर आज क्लास नहीं होता, what would you have done? मैं सो जाते आप. You would have gone to sleep. But because class was there, some of said कि बारिश हो कुछ भी हो जाना पड़ेगा. You'll find a way, right? And whether you like it or not, मैं तो पढ़ा ही रहा हूं. So I am forcing a routine on you. Right? It's possible in 1-2 hours of study, 15-20 minutes आप focus नहीं कर पा रहे हो. That's okay. But even then you are part of a class, right? So what happens is, when the class gets over and the self-study starts, unless you are disciplined, unless you are committed, there will be issues in your continuous study. That's where we say, ये self-study भी under guidance करो. This self-study should also happen under certain mentorship. हम बोल रहे हैं, come to the class and sit with us. Give us a report of daily work. कि आपने क्या किया है. So your self-study should be under some guidance, should be under mentorship. So class में बैठे हुए हैं, आप अपना पढ़ रहे हो, but I am there or the team is there telling you, अच्छा अब ये करने का टाइम आ गया, अब इसको बंद करो, और 15 मिनट है जल्दी खत्म करो. So what happens is, even if 100% is not done, you will still achieve 70-80% of your daily work. और ये काफी होता है. So why I'm saying that don't ignore the day after the class gets over. You have to be part of other sessions also. Voluntary है. आप आना चाहें तो आएंगे, otherwise no. But if you can maintain consistency, it will help you ramp up towards the examination preparation. So I've explained 3 things to all of you. One is कि आपका objective has to be कि I will study to qualify the examination. आप course खत्म करने नहीं आए हो, please. That I am going to qualify, and I promise you, 1.5 years is not lot of time, but enough time if used properly. आप qualify कर सकते हो. It's very much possible. In the first attempt, कम से कम आपका interview call आ सकता है, if not getting a rank, and you should go for it. So emphasize this. One. Second, I emphasized if you're having this type of an approach, know the timelines very well. कितना time क्या लगेगा, and what are the activities, what are the study requirements of a particular approach. तो क्या है, बता दिया मैंने, 12 months of foundation, answer writing, that we have to have some type of sessions for prelims preparation and so on. And I give approximate timeline, and this timeline is a very important part of your planning. इस timeline को आप लोग दोबारा लिखो, set it up for yourself very well, and इसमें कोई rocket science नहीं है. There is nothing extraordinary in this. It's just that I have put a pictorial thing to the whole planner. So sit down with this and internalize this. कि यार यही मुझे करना होगा. Okay. Now, the third thing I did was I helped you plan your daily work. कि daily आपको क्या-क्या काम करना है. We'll have regular class. We will have revision consolidation, is what we call as synopsis writing and summarization, plus some current affairs work and additional work. So I have divided the day into 4 slots. एक fifth slot भी बनेगा. There is a fifth slot here, okay, which I suggest it should be back in your room itself, okay. But ये वाला part आप हमारे साथ कर सकते हो, where the consolidation is done. And this is a nice time because you are doing morning classes. ये अच्छा time है for newspaper reading. And my suggestion, अगर आपका यहाँ पर GS geography नहीं है या optional नहीं है, don't do newspaper reading here. यहाँ पर you shift your synopsis writing to this part. Because if you do newspaper here ना, वो break वाला हो जाएगा. Newspaper will not be as intense work right now. वो हल्का फुल्का होके खराब हो जाएगा टाइम आपका. Okay, so newspaper is like a short break, okay, and then you are done. ये तीन चीज समझाया मैंने आपको. All good, all of you? Okay. Now let me give an idea about your weekly schedule. आपका week कैसे लगने वाला है? Online, any questions, any doubts on this? Any doubts on this? No? All good? Okay. Yes, Pragya, I agree. This is the most important session before you start off your preparation. Okay. It's almost like, you are understanding what you are getting into. होता है ना कि before you go in a war, you have seen generals and army men, okay, plan their whole thing. कि अच्छा यहाँ से entry करना है, वहाँ attack करना है, there's a map probably. Okay, that's what we are doing right now here. This is a very important part of your mental grooming. It's a very important part of what you should be doing and then start the work. और ये चीज आपको बार-बार करना होगा as a part of your understanding. You must revise and repeat this to yourself as frequently as possible. Yes, Pragya, you're right. Okay, it gives you a good bearings. Okay, fine. Let's move on now. The next discussion is your weekly schedule कैसा लगेगा? So weekly schedule, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Monday to Friday, आपका जो daily schedule है of 4-5 slots, the way I discussed applies here. You're doing a class, you're doing synopsis writing, you are doing your optional ka synopsis writing, you are doing some current affairs, and so on. Okay? If you remember, I gave you a short gap here, 2:30 to 3 o'clock. This gap can be a short lunch break. This can be a short current affairs coverage. It can also be a short case study. And my recommendation to all of you is carry your lunch with you if you can, or eat fruits. Okay? Don't think of a lunch break of 2 or 3 hours. Quickly, half an hour, 45 minutes mein, finish off whatever you can finish off. Okay? So, current affairs थोड़ा बहुत आपका daily हो रहा है. Saturday should be a kind of your activity day. जिसमें आप दो तीन काम करेंगे. One is you will revise the week का progress. You'll revise the week's progress. Okay? Second activity will be, if there are any pending work, finish your pending work. Pending work में एक ही काम है basically, your synopsis work. Finish your pending work. Ideally, try not to have too much of pending work here. अदरवाइज ना ये डे खराब हो जाएगा आपका. Okay, your revision and pending work should be your first half. So आपका रूटीन अभी भी है. Even now you have those 4-5 slots. But on Saturday, 8:30 to 11:30, with me, हम रिवाइज करेंगे पूरा वीक का क्या पढ़ाया है. Okay, I will be repeating, you also will be revising. And do it with me. फिर I'll give you 1 or 2 hours, कि जो बच गया है लिख लो बैठ के. Okay, so you are revising, you are consolidating here. ठीक है. फिर second half में I will call this as your reward day. What I mean by reward day? I will keep track of your week progress. कि आप कैसे पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं. NCRTs हैं, synopsis work है, current affairs, you're doing some work here. And those of you who are sincere, committed, and working very regularly, for you, I will have some other type of additional study. Because as for it, if you come to a teacher, the reward will always be more study. Okay, उसमें और कोई reward है नहीं. Okay, if you come to a teacher, वो अगर gift भी देगा ना, वो आपको किताब ही gift देने वाला है. ठीक है. The reward day is more study, and this is where your personality thing will now come up. Where I will discuss newspaper articles with you, where we might call some experts to talk to you. We'll help you some book readings. There are 15 books which I have listed down कि आपको पढ़ना चाहिए और समझना चाहिए. Books which are beyond your syllabus. Okay, some famous writers, authors, famous stories, और ये सब काम आता है essays में और काम आता है interview में. In fact, if you are good control में, I will teach you essays writing here. So this is a very, very malleable part of my day. I will decide the agenda. The idea is not course completion. And I said it's going to be a very exciting engagement for all of you. ये पढ़ाई का वो प्रेशर नहीं है, हम कुछ नया सीख रहे हैं. Okay. And Sunday is your reserve day. Your reserve day, कुछ बचा खुचा है काम करना है कर लो. फिर कपड़े भी धोने होते हैं. Okay. Sometimes you want to take a break and maybe meet your friends. Don't put too much of pressure on Sundays. Let Sunday be actually a reserve and a relaxed day. Okay. So this is your plan. I gave you the year ka plan. I gave you a day planner and I gave you a weekly planner. And remember, planner ऐसे होते हैं. Every possibility, there will be some changes. But you must have some plan in mind कि अच्छा मुझे इसके according करना है. It's like, this is your planner. Reality में ना, कभी ज्यादा होगा, कभी कम हो जाएगा, फिर ठीक हो जाएगा, कभी ऐसे चलेगा, कभी नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, फिर बढ़ जाएगा, फिर ऐसे चलेगा. Average में आपका ये चल रहा होगा. If you don't have this reference, the planner is more like a reference. अगर reference नहीं होगा ना, फिर you'll not know कि ज्यादा हो रहा है, कमना चाहिए. Okay. या बिल्कुल नहीं हो रहा है, बढ़ाना चाहिए. Okay. The planner and the reference line is a very important line for you. Reality में your life will swing like this. Sometimes you'll go very deep down, you must pull yourself back again here. It's like, अगर मेरे पास गोल नहीं है, I will not know how to move towards. अगर गोल बना होगा ना, अगर मैं इधर जा रहा हूं, I'll pull myself back here. If I'm going like this, I'll pull myself back here. If I shift here, again I'll pull myself back here. Ultimately, you will move towards this. So let us be aware of the fact your exact day will not look as smooth as we have planned. Exact day में शायद सारा काम भी नहीं हो पाएगा. But मिनिमम क्लास आना है, मिनिमम क्लास समराइज करना है, minimum some newspaper reading to be done, and at least 1 or 2 chapters from some book is to be read. Okay, तो कभी कभी आप 5 पढ़ लोगे chapters, and sometimes मन नहीं करेगा, छोड़ देना, no problem. But at no time your day should become zero work, unless it is a Sunday. You want to take off, okay, you lighten off, reserve day, go meet your friends, maybe take a walk, go to a shopping, जो भी करना है. Okay, you manage according to that. So, okay, I have explained, okay, your year planner. I have explained your daily targets and slots, and I have given an idea about what will your week look like. So, yours will be the first batch where I'm shifting from, okay, a 6 days class a week to 5 days, okay, 5 days class plus 1 is your activity day. तो अभी भी आप 6 दिन पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, but 1 day is when you are, okay, trying to consolidate everything. But again, if my 5 days pace is slow and I could not do some things, then probably I'll use the Saturday also. But the objective is we want at least 1 day, if not every week, every alternate week में I'll help you summarize. कि भाई हमने इस week में, you open up your notes, I open up my notes, and I'll kind of sing the whole week's discussion. और आप बस देख चले जाओगे, टिक मार चले जाओगे, okay, we have done this, we have done this, we have done this, ये doubt है, and we're done in 2.5 hours. All fine, all of you? Any questions? Any questions? Online students, any doubts? Hello, Naveen, Tajam, I think you guys joined a bit later. Initial part, we were not there. Okay, Bithi, you have no doubts. Sejal, Prabjot, okay, Gopi, okay, you are from Odisha doing your OPSC. Fine, doesn't matter. You're welcome. Yes, Debarga. Okay, we will have, okay, your revision sessions also for those who have done the GS. Unka alag approach hoga. Okay, now I'll tell you what we'll get into. So you have the orientation set. Okay, हमारा क्या होना टाइम में होना चाहिए, what to do. Okay, fine. Now, on Feb the 5th, we will start with geography. So, your typical sequence of GS is, we will do geography first, then we will do, okay, AMAC, art, culture, ancient, medieval India. We'll do this. Then we will shift towards environment. Then we will go towards polity. We'll go towards economy. Okay. This is the sequence as of now. Geography, I'll start in Feb. It'll take me almost mid-March tak aapka geography chalega. Okay. Then AMAC will start. Again, it'll take us about 15-20 odd days. Okay. So, iska planner, environment, I'll start in the month of June. Okay, June or May rather. Approximate bata rahe hain dates. You'll get the exact planner. So we have planned, in totality we have planned, okay, about 250 plus sessions by the time we finish off the course. 260 odd ban jayega, but keeping a round number here. And my objective is that by July, okay, July end, okay, you would have completed at least 3 broad areas, AMAC and also मॉडर्न इंडिया ऑल्सो, आई फॉरगॉट हियर, मॉडर्न इंडिया भी है यहाँ पर, पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस भी है. ओके, एटलीस्ट 3 to 4 core areas are done. In your GS, there are 5 core areas. Geography, the core areas are geography, environment, history, polity, economy, polity and governance. ये 5 core areas होते हैं. And the additional areas are international relations, internal security, society and social justice. With environment, you can add disaster management. Okay, so these are the additional ones. In general, they do not take more than 12 classes, maybe 5 or 6 classes, maybe another 12 to 15 classes. These are the bigger ones. Approximately, geography will take us about 35 days. Environment will take us approximately 10 to 15 days. History will take us some more time, about 40 days. Polity will also take about 40 days. Economy again about 35 days. ये approximate numbers हैं. Okay, these are the core subjects. So what I want is, when I start the advanced course with you in the month of July, आपका कम से कम 3 से 4 core area हो जाना चाहिए, so that your linking will be very good across topics. Or sometimes, remember the first discussion I had? You need interlinking, and by the time you hit July, our current affairs will also be fairly comfortable with me. Okay, I will teach you answer writing, I'll teach you article reading, and we'll have all of that. So this is where I'm saying that I want at least 3 or 4 core areas to be done. So if you look at our timelines here, so I'm starting with say geography, फिर history, then environment, then polity, okay, उसके बाद economy. तो सोचो somewhere here I will start with the advanced course. Okay, so advanced course में geography मैंने कराया है, आपको geography यहाँ पर हो जाएगा. फिर history कराएंगे, history आपका advanced course यहाँ हो जाएगा. Then environment का advanced course फिर यहाँ पर हो जाएगा. That's how we will move, and both of this I want to finish by December, January. Okay, that's the planner that we have in terms of sequence of subjects I will teach. Yes, good point here, Pranjal. देखो, this is my understanding. To appreciate a subject, you must study the subject continuously for enough length of time. What happens is, if you are doing, say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Say on Monday you are doing geography, on Tuesday you do environment, on Wednesday you do history, then on Thursday you again come back geography, on Friday you probably do economy. इसमें क्या है ना? You not have a sense of continuity, and after 2-3 months कुछ भी खत्म नहीं हुआ होगा आपका. इसमें क्या है? 1, 2, 3, 4 months में 4 sections are done. But imagine 10% of this, 10% of this, 10 of this, 10 of this. You not have a sense of completion. और अगर completion नहीं होगा, I cannot teach you advanced content. Geography पूरा खत्म होने के बाद में I'll say now enter advanced content. So that is my approach, and I can see this is also picking up elsewhere slowly, gradually. Okay, so we will take up module wise. Geography module शुरू करो, खत्म करो geography पूरा, किताब के साथ, notes के साथ, whatever you need. Start off with history, finish history. So some students say, sir, monotony हो जाता है. नहीं होगा monotony. You are reading, when I say geography, इसमें बहुत अलग अलग चीज पढ़ रहे हो. Sometimes world geography, Indian geography, resources, mapping. Okay, you are doing topics related to industrial development. How can it be same? Boring tab hoga na when I'm doing only world geography every day. Every 2-3 days आपको topic change हो जाएगा. Okay, 3-4 days of art and culture, 5-6 days of modern India, 6-7 days something else. So grouping में I have said history, but technically history itself is 5 subjects. Okay, so this is a mindset thing. So if I made a course के geography history मिलाकर, okay, say this is humanities something, मैं नाम दे दिया. तो देखने में क्या है कि सर आप तो 3 महीना एक ही चीज पढ़ा रहे हो, हम एक ही थोड़ी पढ़ा रहे हैं आपको. So monotony is a mind thing. Okay, it is not monotonous. You are having different topics, and if you do one topic at a stretch, na, you will appreciate the linkages better. Otherwise, क्या होगा पता है? I've taught something here. Okay, यहाँ तक आते आते आप भूल चुके हो what was taught here. And imagine in some cases, geography will come back to you after 15 days. आप भूल जाओगे. You will lose track. The teachers will not know where they left with what tonality and how they start there. So please, this is all experimented. It is tested. It works. Yours will be the 6th, 7th batch. We are doing this. Okay. So please, you can trust me on this. In fact, I am always asked this question. You know, I mean, touch wood, lot of gratitude there. I have been with some of very good teams that have taught and who have worked. The question I'm asked is, then why did you start on your own separately? One big reason was I could see lot of gaps in how things are done. कैसे पढ़ाया जाता है, why students don't qualify. I've seen 20 years में, I have seen lot of students in the process. So some things I want to implement, and I'm doing it because I have the freedom in my own institute. So whether it is a yearly plan, whether it is daily plan, I do not know if others are giving this to you. So there's a method I want to drive, not simply कि geography पढ़ा दिया. There is an approach I want to move towards, and not simply course करा दिया. So you can trust me on this. Okay, and ये मैंने पहले भी कहा है, it's always nice to converge. एक जगह पढ़ो where all the methods converge. एक पढ़ाई का philosophy होता है. And see, I'm not saying others are wrong. Okay, but वो philosophy से अलग होगा. I'm sure about it. I can talk about this with so much conviction because I have done this. This is how I studied. This is how I have taught. So ये मेरा experimented है, tested है, and it works for me. Other teachers, उनका कुछ और method होगा. You must go and ask them. But it can't be this method because they have not studied like this. So if you go to 3-4 different institutes and all of them tell you their own methods, फिर आपका होता है शुरू confusion. Okay. So my idea is Saturday should be activity day, and I'll do something very different there. For the last almost 1 month geography class mein, I've been building up it for many of you with assignments. Who are the people I want to encourage for the extra sessions? Okay, so don't worry. The responsibility of taking this through is mine. Okay, I am a very hands-on person. Okay, until I do it, okay, with the team, I will not tell you to do it. Okay, so I'll ensure that much of this is delivered. Don't worry about that. And module is what you asked me. Why am I doing this? It will be boring. It will not be boring. It will be part of your good, nice, deep understanding. Okay, so with this in mind, I said we are starting off with geography. Now, I'll start geography formally on Feb the 5th. But because you guys have come and orientation hai, I'll take some time to tell you what will be covered in geography. Okay? So now all of you, now do this work please. I'm showing the syllabus to you, and I want all of you to write this down. From the institute, I'll ensure that you also get the question papers from us, the syllabus from us. Okay? So please write this down. You all can read this. I will enlarge it for you. Now you can see very clearly. So, paper 1, the topics of GS. It starts from here. Salient features of world physical geography. Likho please. The syllabus of geography in GS. No, Pratyush. Geography optional is not same as geography GS. Of course, optional में आपको बहुत advantage मिल जाएगा. Okay, what I will take 10 days for others, geography optional I will take maybe 4 days with you. Okay, but doesn't mean they are same things. आपको अलग से पढ़ना होगा GS geography. So salient features of world's physical geography. Okay. Second is distribution of natural resources across the world. So one, मैंने number 2 यहाँ लिखा है. Resources across the world, including South Asia and Indian subcontinent. The third component is factors responsible for location of primary, secondary and tertiary sector industries in various parts of the world and India. Location factors or factors responsible for location of primary, secondary and tertiary sector industries in various parts of the world, including India. The fourth one, important geophysical phenomena. Important geophysical phenomena like earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic activities, okay, cyclones, ठीक है? The fifth one is geographical features and their locations. Geographical features and their locations. The sixth is changes in the critical geographical features. Changes in the critical geographical features, including water bodies, ice caps, flora and fauna, and effects of such changes. And effects of such changes. Look at these 4 things, okay? Factors responsible for industries, geophysical phenomena such as earthquakes, tsunamis, okay? Changes in the critical features and the effects. ये 4 चीज ऐसा है which is dynamic current affairs based. Okay? So industries can change across the world, where they are, how they are behaving. Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic activities, cyclones, they are very dynamic topics. Okay. And how some of the important ecosystems change. How do lakes shrink? How do rivers dry? How the river shifts courses? How the Arctic is melting? How the oceans are becoming warm? how the forests are depleting, उसका effect क्या है. So out of 6 topics, 4 topics are dynamic topics. And you have to study these dynamic topics through current affairs, newspapers, current affairs, which I'll help you with, of course. So you have to remember these 6 key areas in geography जो पूछेंगे. One is features of world's physical geography. क्या क्या features, क्या oceans हैं उसका क्या feature है, land है उसका क्या feature है, climate है उसका क्या feature है. Okay, features as in what are they, where are they, what are they made up of, what are their properties. Okay. Second is what are the resources of the world. Resources, mineral, resources, energy, resources, forests, okay, all the resources of the world. And very specific it says South Asia. Okay, Sri Lanka में क्या है, Pakistan में क्या है, Nepal में क्या है, and of course some reference to the Indian subcontinent at large. पूरा बताओ आप. Then industries कैसे locate होते हैं? Okay, what industries and how are they changing? Okay, industries were in Europe. Industries shifted towards US. From US, it has shifted towards China. Okay, from China, it has now come towards Southeast Asia. India is rising economy. वहाँ industries हैं. So how are the industries shifting and changing in the world and in India? Important phenomena. Earthquake क्या है, क्यों होता है, volcanoes क्या हैं, क्यों होते हैं, why do we have cyclones, okay, and the important critical geographical features. So world में there are 7 critical ecosystems. Okay, forest ecosystems, estuaries and swamp ecosystems. We have ocean ecosystems. We have the lakes ecosystems, the Arctic, Antarctic ecosystems, and they are changing. And when they change, why they change, how are they changing, and what is the impact, okay, of the change. So ये जो topic है ना, this overlaps with environment geography. So as a teacher, यहीं से आपको हम धीरे-धीरे environment में ले जाएंगे. Okay? So in the question paper, it becomes difficult for us to separate where does geography end and where does environment start. यहाँ पर अगर cyclones हैं, this is also part of disaster management. If you have got earthquakes, you also have disaster management. अगर mountains हैं, landslides हैं, फिर वहाँ पर है disaster management. It goes on there. ठीक है? So I hope you understand the geography syllabus now, all of you. Online, offline, any questions? और syllabus को ना as a rule, every new notebook you buy, syllabus उसमें दोबारा लिखो. And you'll be surprised. Ask your friends कि बताओ syllabus क्या है geography का GS में. Okay. Most of them will not know to tell us the words. It should be in your fingertips. Features of world geography. Okay. Second is the resources, okay, of South Asia and Indian subcontinent in specific. The third is the location patterns of industries India में and the world में. ऐसे listing कोई नहीं कर पाएगा. You have to remember this and by heart this. Fifth one is geographical features and their locations. Geographical features. Actually, this topic should be studied along with this. यहाँ पर आप पढ़ रहे हो features of the world physical geography, इसी के साथ होना चाहिए the geographical features and their locations. अगर mountain है तो कहाँ-कहाँ mountains हैं बताओ. अगर plateaus हैं कहाँ-कहाँ plateaus हैं बताओ. Fine, all of you? By the way, just a query. How many of you are not geography optional students? 3 of you? Okay. आपका option क्या है? Zoology. आपका? Sociology. PSIR. Timings क्या है classes के? Your optional का? आप अपने आप कर रहे हैं. Yours? 11 to 1:30. So half an hour class या तो यहाँ पर या फिर वहाँ पर compromise होगा. I think be okay with it. Okay, either miss here or miss there, and hopefully you can cope. And yours? खत्म हो चुका है. Excellent. Then you have a lot of time to do this. Online students, how many of you are not geography students? Please tell me. How many of you are not geography students? Online? अच्छा, my recommendation है, okay, I know आप geography, okay, no, not geography, tell me. I know most of you will be geography students, obviously because you know me better, but I'm sure there's some without geography. So my recommendation is, for the next 1 week, actually ये पहले होता तो अच्छा होता, and starting today itself, 12 बजे geography optional के नए batch में we are doing world maps. Okay, by Ajay Sir, he's taking world maps, which I will do, but not in as much detail in GS. कराएंगे आपको, but अच्छा है कि आप वो classes भी कर लीजिए. 12 से 2 बजे तक class होता है. No compulsion. If you can attend, you attend. And I'll tell the team outside कि आपका नाम लिख लेंगे, and we can allow you. Any case, okay, then your class starts on 5th. Okay, at least जो बीच में क्लास है, second, third, fourth तो कर ही लो आप लोग classes. और 5th में come to GS class with me, finish GS and enter into the geography class. Okay, so by 7th or 8th, I'll finish the world map as much as possible. We have finished, I think, North America in that class, and we have done South America yesterday. शुरू किया है. जितना बचता है उतना तो कर ही लो आप लोग. Okay, my recommendation to all of you. So lot of discussions है ना, the locations कहाँ पर है, okay, of the features. Your map work will help you a lot. ठीक है? So let me know if you're interested. Talk to me after the class, and I can allow you there. You're online. I'm presuming then almost all of you are geography students. That helps me maintain your first half, second half the schedule. And good that 2 of you have the class till 1:30. फिर आप आ जाना हमारे पास में on regular schedule बता देंगे आपको. You can be on with our work. ठीक है? Have you done your zoology already? कर लिया आपने खत्म? You have done it. Okay. आपका कब शुरू हुआ है? 2 months are done. Fine. So you are on track. I think it's a what? I think 6 months course ही होगा. April end. Yeah, geography, history, and PSIR take about 6 months of time for foundation. आपका? खत्म हो जाए. Oh, you have done fine. So good for us. So that way I can manage. Okay. So I've explained the syllabus to all of you. Now, what are your reference books? Okay. Now, what are your reference books? Now, this is one problem with geography. None of the books are written keeping the syllabus in mind. Okay. All of them have written everything in geography. So geography books have become very bulky, and lot of it is not as important either. Okay, and the dynamic elements are missing in your geography. So my recommendation to all of you is, you stick with the 4 NCERT books. Okay, हम आपको नाम बता देते हैं. The 4 NCERT books for geography. Class 11th के 2 किताब हैं, and class 12th we have got 2 books. And please buy these 4 NCERT books. I'll give you some targets of reading also. This is one book. Yes. India Physical Environment. क्लास 11th का टेक्स्ट बुक है ये. टेक्स्ट बुक ऑफ क्लास 11th. This is one book. The second book is again class 11th का है. Fundamentals of Physical Geography, class 11th. Fundamentals of Physical Geography, class 11th. The third book is, I bought, I think, two of the same book. There are two books of class 12th. I think I didn't get it. एक ले लाया है. Okay, this is Fundamentals of Human Geography, class 12th. और एक Resources का होगा. The fourth book I didn't get it. I got two of the same book. ठीक है? These four books will be your key books. And my recommendation is buy two atlases. One is by Orient Black Swan Atlas. Two atlases, Orient Black Swan Atlas. And number two, by Oxford Atlas. Orient Black Swan Atlas and Oxford Atlas. This is your reference. एक और किताब आप रख लो. It is only for advanced reference. Okay, which is Indian Geography by D.R. Khuller. It is a book recommended for geography optional students. इसका आपको कुल मिला के मे बी 50-60 पेज रिलेवेंट होगा. Okay, and buy the new edition. Why the new edition? Because उसमें data फिर updated है. Otherwise, not much of it changes. And this Khuller book is also relevant for your environment also. Water, land, forests, काफी कुछ maps इसमें होंगे. But do not read this book on your own if you do not have geography optional. Please rely on me. I'll tell you what to teach, what to study, and what notes to take. So these are the 5 books and 2 atlases that you must refer. No, I will not recommend Goching Leong. Goching Leong was a good book, maybe a couple of years ago, but the questions are no longer asked with that in mind. Again, it has too much of content information which we don't require at all. It's a good geography book, but not for, and जो भी आपको चाहिए है वो NCERTs में enough है. The physical geography part is enough in NCERTs. So you can skip Goching Leong textbook. ठीक है? That's one. Now, as a part of your exercise, what you should study is, in the next 3-4 days जो भी है, Fundamentals of Physical Geography, ये textbook, okay, समझ में आए, नहीं समझ में आए, I want the entire book to be read. The time you have for this is 1 week's time. Starting today itself if possible. Okay, so by 7th, try to finish off this particular book. This book has about 16 chapters. There are 16 chapters in this. The first chapter is, you can ignore, जाने दो उसको. So effectively you have, okay, 15 chapters. 15 में the last 2 chapters आप छोड़ दो, which is more about the environmental management, conservation. Okay, इसको आप छोड़ दो. Leave the last chapter. Life on Earth. So बचा आपके पास कितना आपका? Okay, you have 13 chapters to do. 13 chapters, which includes the Earth in general, something about the landforms, about the climate and the oceans. Approximately, okay, you will take Okay, 2 days each on average. That's why I said, okay, give yourself 7 days. ठीक है, 8 days will do. But for the next 3 days, आपको कोई class है नहीं. So this is your work, which means in one day you can study for 7-8 hours only geography. Okay, and that's possible to finish in 7 days then. And geography optional, you must do this faster. Many of you have read lot of topics of climate, पता है आपको, तो आपको तो खत्म हो जाना है, 3-4 दिन खत्म हो जाना चाहिए. I'll come to that, Debarga. Wait. ठीक है? So the books, there are 4 NCERT books, Khuller Indian Geography textbook, and 2 atlases. And as assignments, I want this book to be read and finished in 1 week's time. और जितना भी assignments होगा, I'll expect that you submit it to us so that we can track your work and give you comments on आपने अच्छा किया या नहीं किया. All of you will do that. Okay, so our work is we'll keep reminding you to finish off this so that we can move at a certain pace in the class. Now, this is something some of you from geography batch, I discussed it yesterday itself. Benefit of others. Okay, let me explain. Now, जो study होता है ना, there are 2 parts to this. One part is you are reading, you are understanding, you are thinking, you are relating what you are doing, you are revising. ठीक है? These are the activities, okay, or these are the components of, okay, your study. You read a book, you understand the concepts, you think about it, you are relating different dimensions, you're revising. ये पूरा गेम जो है ना, this is a mind thing. Reading, your mind is working, your eyes are working. Okay, underlining, okay, आप सोच के आप underline कर रहे हो, and in the process you understand things. Understanding is a mind thing. Okay, the problem with the mind thing is this is not measurable. मैं बोलूंगा पढ़ाई करो, रीड करो किताब, आप रीड करोगे, आपने रीड किया भी है कि नहीं ठीक से. हाउ डू आई मेजर दिस? आई मस्ट ट्रस्ट यू, वॉट एवर यू से. हाँ पढ़ लिया सर, समझ में आया? हाँ समझ में आ गया. ओके, सोच रहे थे? हाँ अभी सोच भी रहे थे सर. रिवाइज किया? यस आई हैव रिवाइज्ड 2 times. बट हाउ डू आई मेजर दिस? सो अ माइंड थिंग has to be converted into actionable and measurable elements. It's like love your parents, respect your parents, take care of them. Okay, these are mind things. Care, love must be actionable, which is I'll help them probably with their daily chores. I'll help them clean the room. I'll cook food for them. If they're sick, I'll sit down with them and talk to them. ये actionable items हैं. So वैसे ही पढ़ाई को from the mind you must convert into some actionable items which is measurable. And you can't measure until there is some physical thing. दिखना चाहिए ना कि हाँ मैंने कर दिया ये. And this is what is notes, and this is what is summaries, and these are the answers you write, and these are the tests scores you will get. ठीक है? Now इसका सीक्वेंस यही है. First, your note should be done. From the notes, summary is done. From the summary, some writing is done, and then give your tests. Most of us, what we do is, we read, understand, revise. Without this, or directly आप देते हो test. You read, revise, without note summaries, आप directly try करते हो answer writing, and that's where you slip. Because this is not consolidated properly. So my approach is कि आप ये काम अभी ना करो, आप इस पे फोकस करो. जो क्लास आते हो, is your notes work happening? ठीक है? The NCERTs are so concise, उसका नोट जरूरत नहीं है. डायरेक्टली हमें समरीज चाहिए. Okay? So in some things you will need notes and then summary. In some things directly summary. It's like, if there are guests, 10, 15 or 10 people who have to eat a lunch, you must make in a separate pot and from the pot serve on the plate. अगर मैं अकेला आदमी हूं ना, there's a small pot, उसी में पकाया, उसी में खाना खा लिया मैंने. I hope you got the analogy here. Right? So, if it is a big book, lot of things are there, तो उसको convert करो notes में, पहले convert करो. And from the notes, make it digestible notes. Summary is the digestible notes. Summary is the manageable form. एग्जाम के पहले आप यही कर पाओगे, ये नहीं कर पाओगे आप. So from now on, as a part of a study culture, okay, I will try pushing this into your habit. Most of these are habit things. आपका आदत डालना पड़ेगा कि this नहीं हुआ तो आपका पढ़ाई भी नहीं हुआ. So when I am saying NCERT को complete करना है, what does complete mean? Okay, I mean, this is perhaps the biggest challenge of study. We all know we must work hard. We all know, be sincere. We all know we must be consistent. The problem with us is work hard, okay, study, consistent. These are words, but इसका actionable form हमें दिखता नहीं है. Work hard is not sitting on the chair and sitting for the whole day. Okay. Consistency is coming to class every day. But इसका कुछ physical दिखना चाहिए as a record. The record is, okay, make notes, summarize, recall the summary, then use in answers. So when I say NCERT को complete करना है, these are the 4 things. But NCERT अपने आप में notes है, so I'm saying don't do this. It's already a note in itself. Okay. NCERT इसको directly summarize करो. Summarize करो and then you will memorize and some recalls. ये next काम होगा. पहले बना तो लो summary to memorize. Remember, memorization जो है, it is a separate activity. Memorization does not always happen on its own. बहुत सारी चीज ऐसी होती हैं जो अपने आप याद हो जाता है. You don't have to memorize it consciously. But a lot of things you have to memorize. You say, I don't have to memorize consciously. Like, what does my house look like? देख देख ये हो गया, आई नो इट्स देयर, बट फोन नंबर मुझे याद करना पड़ता है. Okay, so memorization is a separate act. NCERT पढ़ लिया is not memorization. NCERT notes बना लिया is not memorization. Summary बना लिया not memorization. आपको अलग से करना पड़ेगा. But memorization will not happen until the summary is first done. So I think I am one of the teachers, or maybe the only teacher, who swears by this. Okay, I mean this is I mean risking being called immodest also. I think this is, in this ecosystem, it is my innovation. Why? Because it has worked for me. If anything, okay, I am known for, I insist this very, very strongly. कि आपका हर notes must convert into a summary sheet. Okay, so summarization is the synopsis itself. Now, in summarization, a very important activity is you have to compress very, very tightly. पूरा NCERT जो है ना, should not be more than 10-15 pages in summary. Pura NCERT, not more than 10-15 pages. So I'm willing to give maybe 4-5 pages for each section. Landforms 5 page. Okay, climate 5. So try this. 15 नहीं होगा, 20 हो जाएगा, यही होगा और क्या होगा. But you have to compress it very, very tightly. Now, compress करने का, there are 3-4 tools to compress. How do you compress? You compress by writing just the keywords. Okay, my name is Shabbir. Compress karo. Name / dash Shabbir. That's all. In compression, you remove all adverbs, adjectives, gerunds. Okay, you remove a pronoun. Just keep the proper word. That's all. No English sentences here. Unless the sentence is very, very nice, you want to copy and replicate that, वो अलग बात है. Otherwise, try not to use a complete sentence at all. Just the keywords is summarization. Okay. Compress करने का एक और तरीका है, use a different format, use pictorial tools, use diagrams, use maps. एक पैराग्राफ को try converting it into a short diagram, a flow chart, a schematic. Okay, then you are able to manage it well. Okay, so use pictorial tools, use diagrams, use maps. Okay, this is a very important part of memorization and understanding. In fact, as a teacher, I've seen students who can convert a paragraph into a diagram. Okay, I'm convinced about कि he has understood it. Otherwise, एक पैराग्राफ को डायग्राम में बनाने के लिए, okay, you need understanding of how the things are linked to one another. If you can do this, trust me, the concept is now known to you. Any article you read, try converting that into a flowchart. Any article you read, try converting that into a schematic. Okay, so think of एक article पढ़ा मैंने, एक page पढ़ा, and I found the article is talking about how this, and this are linked to one another. And when these three operate together, this is what happens. And this, because of government policies, has now become this. Pura kahani I put in a 4-5 box का schematic. ठीक है? So if you can do this, it's a brilliant way of enjoying your work also. So one tool to compress is use diagrams. A third way of compressing is write small, small letters likho. Okay, in your writing, maybe font size 6, 7 type ka likho, but no typing. Write in your hand. Write small. Okay. And the fourth tool is use all space. ये चार टूल है to have effective summarizations. Use all space means what? Now watch this. अगर ये पेज है, I draw a margin, I write point number 1, something here, point number 2, something here, I draw a diagram, okay, a fourth, I wrote something here. ये मेरा पेज यूज हुआ. But in this page use, you realize, no, this space is wasted, this space is wasted. यहां लिखा ये space waste हो गया, यहां लिखा ये space waste हो गया. I want to tighten it up. Okay, so don't waste any space is my objective. How do I do that? I recommend that you take a page and divide into 3 columns. If you want, you can do 2 columns also. 4 column will become too tight and 2 is still loose. 3 column I have seen works best, but that's your choice. If you want, you can go towards a 2 column also. And in this, no margins, nothing. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4, point number 5 could be a diagram, 6 could be a small map here, and point number 7 is here. Point number 8 is here. इसमें क्या होगा ना, जो जगह खाली रह रहा है, ये सारा यूज हो जाएगा. This is a typical format of a good summary. Okay, a tight writing, just the keywords, write small font, convert the text into diagrams wherever possible, and don't leave any space blank. It's like your summary, your synopsis is essentially a exam cheat sheet. If you are allowed to exam में copy करना with the condition कि I must not catch your chits, so आप कैसे लिखोगे आप? Small, आप symbols use करोगे ना? A part of your summarization is don't use the word earth. जब earth होगा उसको e करके घुमा देना. I know ये earth है. जहां पे इंडिया लिखना है I करके घुमा दो, ये इंडिया हो गया. So ये जो compress करना है, the keywords and use symbols, whatever works for you. That's why summaries are very personal things. My summary you can't understand. Your summary I can't understand. And summaries में क्या होता है, when you're doing this work, you not only understand things, बहुत कुछ याद भी हो जाएगा, because this type of work is not possible without concentration. आप सिर्फ कॉपी नहीं कर रहे हो, remember this. While writing down, you're looking for keywords. You're looking for how to draw a diagram. You are looking for how to compress the space. So while summary is happening, your mind is also processing. Summarization का और this type of summarization, देखो notes में वो possible नहीं है. Notes में somebody is dictating the notes to you. In notes में lot of blind copying also happens. Most of us are used to college type के notes कैसे होते थे? Book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, and maybe your senior's notebook also. Okay, and the same idea आप देखते हो and then you make your own notes. And the best part is exam के पहले अपने notes भरोसा नहीं होता है. You again go back and read the textbook. आपका note आपका junior use करेगा to make another note. So your notes essentially is compilation and not really processing as deep processing. So notes making is not same as summarization. So notes में the processing element is lesser because copy चल रहा है. But this is hardcore processing. So imagine, so when you are summarizing, okay, your concentration is very high. You already are processing. When you concentrate and process, you also understand very well. This is actually a type of a study going on, which is actionable and measurable. So when I say study a book, it is not read a book anymore. It's about convert that book into some type of summaries. I hope I explained to all of you now what I mean by summarization. And see, these things are habit things. The initial couple of weeks में ना बहुत tedious लगेगा आपको. अब लगेगा बहुत time जा रहा है. But my argument every time is, say I must read maybe 4 chapters. Okay? 4 chapters, if I read, I take maybe, okay, say 3 hours. If I make notes, maybe I take 5 hours. If I summarize, maybe I take 7 to 8 hours. And then the students feeling है, sir, बहुत time लगता है. My argument is, आपने पढ़ तो लिया 3 घंटे में. आप तो ना रिवाइज कर पाओगे ना याद कर पाओगे. After 4 days, दोबारा आप 3 घंटा पढ़ोगे आप. After 1 month, सारा भूल चुके हो. Another 3 hours you will read. Okay. And the frustration builds up. सर मैं पढ़ रहा हूं भूल जा रहा हूं, पढ़ रहा हूं भूल जा रहा हूं. ऐसे में आपका टाइम एक्चुअली वेस्ट हो रहा है. इससे अच्छा है one work, do this directly. तो इसमें if you are forgetting, the revision will take you half an hour because it's condensed form. So summarization will take time, but that is concrete study. That is actually पढ़ाई आपका summary writing में होता है. So don't get restless here. Okay, our objective is not fast study. Our objective is concrete, deep study. Fast वाला काम हमेशा खराब होता है. Always the fast works are the bad work. Okay, don't move fast. Move deliberate, move concrete with a proper deep study. So I know I like one quotation. It says, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Can you appreciate this, all of you? जल्दबाजी में कोई फायदा नहीं है. आराम से as a program करें, as a plan करो. Okay, move along with a design in mind, an approach in mind, and I'm there guiding you, helping you. So summary writing is definitely a slow process, but it is a smooth and actually long term में it's a fast process. जल्दी पढ़ के कोई फायदा नहीं है if you cannot recall and memorize properly. ठीक है? So your targets are set now. Okay, whatever I had to tell you, I have told you. Reading all chapters. No. Make chapter page by page, or maybe read 2-3 pages, summarize quickly. Good point, Kirti. don't wait for the book to be over and then summarize. आप वापस नहीं आओगे. The mind thing is आगे बढ़ जाते हैं. Okay. And don't think sir मैं summary third reading में करूंगा. वो कभी नहीं होने वाला. हाथ के हाथ होगा. Read the page, paragraphs, maybe 2 pages, start summarizing. Okay. So it should be, okay, as you are reading and progressing. At best I can allow read a chapter and summarize it, but उसमें भी डर है. My sense is after one chapter you want to go to next chapter. Coming back is lot of emotional thing required, motivation required there. So हाथ के हाथ, okay, immediately, simultaneously happening. The textbook is open, okay, and when summation goes on, don't do any extra reading also. No internet reference, just kitab summary. The objective is, can you throw the book, okay, with the confidence कि book में जो कुछ भी है, it's in my notes. I want that confidence from you. The summary will have everything, okay, but in a condensed form that you think you can remember best. My target is 10-15 pages. You might take another 4-5 pages, but keep it as tight, compact as possible. Okay, guys? So I've explained 4 things to all of you. I gave a sense of the timelines. Second, we talked about your daily and weekly plan. Third, we talked about geography हम कैसे पढ़ेंगे, what books, syllabus लिख लिया आप लोगों ने. And the fourth thing is, I've given an assignment to you and explained how to do your summaries. Yes, correct. जो post class sessions होते हैं, we call those as marathon sessions. You sit with us and study for 4-5 hours at a stretch. Right now, I have some constraint of space, but in 1 month's time, I'll have one more space with us. So treat our classrooms as reading rooms. आपको कहीं और जरूरत नहीं ज्वाइन करने की. आप हमारे पास आओ, हमसे हमारे साथ बैठो. A mentor will guide you with targets and you move on. Yes, Debarga. We will have workbook sessions for GS as well. Okay, a lot of things on revision. Remember Saturdays we had told na revision hoga consolidation. We'll have workbooks there. We'll do that. Okay, so I hope I was able to answer some of your queries, whatever doubts you may have. And more importantly, my effort was to create a mindset. And these techniques are relevant in whatever you study. अगर आप geography class में होते तो ये भी हम कराते geography class में. But you are doing whatever subject, sociology or PSIR or zoology or whatever you are doing, you can apply all these techniques in those studies also. Okay? So I think that's for today. Okay, I had planned to finish off by 10:30. I have taken almost 20 minutes, 30 minutes more. Okay? So any queries you have, ask me. Otherwise, we are done for today. Make sure that you all are registered on the Telegram group with us. There's one group. Okay, add that. And those of you who are interested, let us know after class. You can be part of the map sessions of the world map. अगर time है तो आज ही बैठ जाओ. Okay, unless you have some other commitment, it'll help you. Okay, because syllabus में लिखा नहीं है, but maps are important part of geography. Okay, so we'll give it to you. We'll support you whatever we can. Okay, so online students, we can allow you the access, okay, for the world maps. And if you are interested, you can let us know downstairs. Okay? Anything else you want to clarify? Online. Is this fine? Naveen, we will do, but not in detail. I can't afford, come on, let's be honest here. Can I afford to give you 10 days on maps? Okay, आपका course इतना tight already है कि आपको 10 दिन में पढ़ाऊंगा maps. I will teach, but I will move faster, no? Okay, so आपको जो detailed map चल रहा है, I can't have that in GS class. वो एक्स्ट्रा वर्क हो जाएगा हमारे लिए। इनविटेशन अगर है तो कर लो, 12 से 2 वैसे भी होगा, ओके, so you can attend the sessions. Okay then, my wishes to all of you. Okay, a happy studying. Any problems you have in summaries, reach out to us. But I want, okay, in 7 days, you must submit your NCERT summary to us for evaluation. And we'll keep track of whatever assignments we give you. ठीक है? Okay then, bye-bye all of you. Have a nice day. Happy studying. Meet you all on 5th of Feb, morning 8:30 onwards. Bye. Bye-bye all of you. Bye. आप लोग का ग्रेजुएट